Today I'm going to show you how to make what I call cheater apple pie. It's called an apple galette. Here we go. Hey everyone, welcome to GardenFork. Today we have trained Labradors. Today we're going to make an apple galette, or galette. Is it called galette or galette? It's kind of like a cheater apple pie. It's easier than apple pie and tastes just as good.
And it looks rustic.
The biggest trick to this is we're going to make a pie crust and you want your butter cold, so don't pull it out of the fridge until you really need it. Super simple pie crust, okay? I did not invent this, but I basically kind of hybridized it from a bunch of other recipes. I call it the 1-1-1, right? 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of flour, about 1 teaspoon of sugar, and a little bit of salt. So you can remember that, right? So you take this.
Wait, 1-1-1, but there are 4 ingredients.
Yeah, well, a little detail there. All right, I like to cut this like this. Normally you'd want unsalted butter, but we just had salted butter, so that's what we got. Okay, butter goes in. Flour goes in. Like this, like the Food Network here. And it's salted butter, but I'm going to put a little butter in there anyway.
You mean a little salt?
Yeah.
Is that like the clumpy thing I heard hit the floor? Is that salt?
There's salt on the floor now. Now everyone, these food processor cookbooks always talk about a pulse, you know, pulse it 6 times. You know, just turn the thing on. And you want it to kind of look like cornmeal-like. All right?
Even if it said pulse it 6 times, what does that mean?
Well, there's a P on here and you hit it. I don't know. I just turn it kind of halfway up. Like that. Nice. You want cold water. We have really cold well water, but you could make it ice water or something.
But why?
I don't know. Everyone does it. 2-3 tablespoons in here.
I would say those are heaping tablespoons.
So when you can put this in your hands and form it into a ball, it's ready, okay? This is actually a little more wet than I like it. Put it in plastic wrap and put it in your freezer for 10 minutes. You can refrigerate it for like a half an hour or put it in the freezer for 10 minutes.
We're going to freezer option.
Yeah, because it's faster.
Okay.
These are a bunch of different apples that we got from our yard or our neighbor's yards. This, I don't quite know what it is, but it's like a long-term storage apple. It's one of the last ones to come off the trees. This is a Roxbury russet. We made a bunch of applesauce with this guy. And then these, I think this might be a stamen or a wine sap, but this is off a tree in our yard. So we're just going to cut a bunch of these up for our apple galette, all right? And I don't peel the skins. I like to leave the skins on.
Probably better for you.
I think so. So we'll cut a bunch of these up. And by the way, you know, if they have little marks in them, just cut it out. It's no big deal.
So it's okay to mix and match your apples, even though some might be baking apples and some might not be?
Well, I think so. I mean, there are people that want to have a mix of Golden Delicious and a Macintosh because, like, the Golden Delicious holds up its shape in the apple thing you're making, and the Macintoshes kind of melt in. So this isn't going to be perfect. This isn't going to be the amazing galette. This is going to be what we have galette.
What do we have galette?
Well, we're not going to make a trip to go get. I mean, these are local apples, and we're going to use them because they were free. We got them out of the yard.
Should your oven be preheated?
Yeah, you should preheat your oven, by the way.
Which we're not doing.
Well, I forgot. All right. Little lemon juice. Yeah, this is easier to do before you cut the lemon in half. So make sure you wash your lemon before you use the zest. Half a lemon, the juice of. about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. That's gonna keep it from kind of being runny. And I had this idea.
Cranberries.
Cranberries. You know, it's the fall. There's cranberries in the store. Apples with baked cranberries. Not a whole lot of them. Like that many.
Do you need more sugar if you add cranberries?
Oh, that's a good point.
Is that a cranberry that fell? You're gonna eat that?
Remember this from our how to take rust off your cast iron episode?
We're gonna use it?
Well, yeah, why not? This is out of the freezer. I think it needs a little more flour, but we'll see.
Are we gonna wing it?
Always wing it in GardenFork. The cool thing here is that you can use plastic wrap to flatten out your dough. I even wrote things down today.
Woo! So much for rustic.
Yeah. This is rustic though.
It is.
Is it? If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a wine bottle. You can even use your fingers if you want. And you ideally want to get this in some kind of a circle, which we are not doing, but what can you do?
Ooh, the unveiling.
Oh, that's pretty good. See, it's sticking a little bit, so it needs a little flour, I think. All right, you take your, this is our flapjack pan.
It's an action shot. Look at you.
Yeah, see, it's a little sticky. A little too much water in there. Oh, I forgot. Cinnamon. Okay, now this folds up on here. That looks great. Look at that.
Need to pinch it a little bit.
You can. You can do whatever you want.
How long?
Maybe an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It just kind of depends.
When it smells right?
When it smells right and it's bubbly. You just want to kind of tuck these in.
It does look good.
It looks great.
It does. It looks very country.
Here we go.
Okay. Stick it in there.
All right, I forgot, we already started eating, but already a comment has been made that the crust is good. So this turned out pretty good. It's like crunchy and the cranberries are good and I like it. Not bad, huh? All right, so come to our site, more cool stuff. Send us emails, find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and all that kind of thing. So you can make this, it's really quite easy. It's called a galette, I think. Galette? Galette? Something like that. All right, see ya.